What's up, everyone? Welcome to a Thursday night special of Black Hollywood Lives Next. Today we have a special show in store for you guys. Tonight we have actor, rapper, poet Donnel Turner. You might have seen him on Days of Our Lives and Young and the Restless, but currently you'll find him on General Hospital. We're also talking about Lee Daniels' new series Star that's coming out December 14th. We're talking about what Jamie Foxx has in store for us. And last but not least, Joel Santana and Wale have some fresh beats coming up soon. All this and more next.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Lives Next.
Okay.
All right.
I came to bring
Hey, come on, rappers, spit them for us. Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Stealing it.
The dead arm.
Hey.
I cannot.
No, I know. I only know the
Donnell
beginning
got
part.
the
He knows
You
it better than I
can
do.
say it.
I only know yeah, I only know like the beginning, and then after that.
That's okay.
Method Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Let it flow.
Hey.
Oh, that feels good.
That feels good. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the last episode of 2016 for Next. We're here. I'm your host, Rheina, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rheina_Ale. And the best panel in the world.
Aww.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hey everybody, it's Raylan T, and you can find me on Twitter at Raylan Taryn and on Instagram at Raylan Taryn as well.
What's up? Khalil Boo here. Twitter and Instagram at Khalil Abubu.
Hey.
And like I mentioned before, our special guest is here, Mr. Turner. How can you please tell everyone, multi-talented, by the way.
Multifaceted.
Just talented with the capital T. Can you introduce yourself and where everyone can find you on social media?
Absolutely. What's good, everybody? What's good? My name is Donnel Turner. You can catch me on, Twitter, Donnel Turner, 2 N's, 2 L's. Donnel Turner 1. Instagram, Donnel Turner. Facebook, Donnel Turner, Let's Talk. Follow me. Let's see what happens. But it's a lot of fun. I'm still getting used to this whole social media thing. It's not really my thing. You know what?
Everything.
It's okay.
It's everything. Yeah, my generation's a little bit different. You know, when I used to watch the television and say, man, I want to do that, it had nothing to do with social media.
Right.
It had nothing to do with taking pictures of my salad. And expecting people to care about that.
Take a picture of the
Seriously.
So for
Some
me,
of the
it's
salads
a
look good.
different. Okay, well, true that. Some of it make you hungry.
You know.
Food porn is real.
Yeah, food porn is
definitely
real.
is.
Yeah.
The salad pictures will get like thousands of likes, and yeah.
Not selfies get like
I know.
2.
You show someone a college degree, and there might be 30 likes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A bomb salad or a bikini.
That's true.
Bombs on the bikini.
Or both. How about that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So y'all get better on social media. Follow your boy. It'll get better.
Just start posting salads in his bikini.
Yeah.
And then get those likes up.
Get them likes
Right.
That's an idea.
And make sure to follow all things Black Hollywood Live at BHL Online on Instagram and Twitter. And like us, subscribe to our YouTube page, leave a comment or 2 or 12, and say what's up to your fam here at Next. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So I understand that you play Curtis, and he kind of has a, can I say shady role?
Ooh.
Is that the best word to explain or to?
No, I'm not mad
Tell
at
us more
Shady.
about it. Shady?
Shady's cool.
It's-
Shady's cool.
Shady's kind of in right now.
I mean,
Mysterious.
Shady's
Shady.
the new
Shady's
Kale.
like the new
It's the new kale.
It's the new kale.
It's he's interesting. He's not a villain, but not a good guy. So he's that anti-villain, anti-hero. Former DEA, former Baltimore PD, had a drug problem, kind of got caught up.
Hey, we have Michelle in
Hey.
Next house.
All right.
Yes, continue.
So yeah, he's that dude. I mean, he streetwise, book smart, clever. I like to try to play him funny, charming, capable, and
Capable.
Capable. He gets the job done, and the year and some change I've been on the show, he's proven that. And so he colors outside the lines a bit, but he's a good dude at heart.
So
Much like Donnell.
Much like Donnell, of course. We actually have a short clip of an episode. If you can play it, try to get it off full screen, but
We got
this is pretty good though.
Look. Hear me out on this, you guys. We're all working on the same case, and they have access to information and resources that we don't.
Curtis, hear me out, please. If we're right, and Julian set this whole thing up, and the cops played right into his hands. And again, that Beaumont Sonny and the cops have been trying to get somebody for a very long time, so they're not going to readily admit that they were wrong.
I happen to be with Jason on this one. I don't think we can trust the cops.
Okay, fair enough. Just let me say something to him, okay? I have a few connections over at the PD, and the response may or may not be favorable, but at least they'll hear me out.
We're gonna be late.
That's right. We have an appointment. We have to go. Look, do me a favor, Chris. Just sit on this for a little while. Don't talk to anybody until we can talk about it further, okay? We'll see you soon, okay? All right. Sure. Ready?
Watch this look here.
Contemplation.
That's that.
Shady. That's that
genius.
shady we were
It's a little
talking
bit of
about.
shady,
Yeah,
right?
shady.
Look, there are better clips. That was just the prelude to something bigger. Yeah, he's having fun right now. He's in the middle of solving something real cool. The death of one of the stalwarts on the show, his son, was blown up in a car bomb.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
sound like some mafia.
It is mafia.
Godfather stuff.
It's exactly what it is. The mafia kingpin, his son, and so couldn't go to the cops to figure that kind of thing out. So they called old Curtis. And yeah, I mean, you couldn't have picked a least sexy scene. I mean, I look like I was going to church.
You're sexy. You carry.
I didn't want to shut the internet down because of
Fair
the abs that it was all over there, and I know the
Thank you
audience. I wanted them to pay attention to
Look above the abs.
to the art of acting.
Thank you.
Okay,
They probably still weren't paying attention,
Yes.
to be honest.
They're looking above the abs. We value you as a human being.
Thank you.
An actor, we know you spend a lot of time.
I feel loved here.
Oh, wow.
And you cover up.
That's what we're trying to do.
I feel loved.
So with a show like General Hospital,
Yeah.
it's like been around forever. How is that different from like filming something else that's not General Hospital or soap opera or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
A guy like me, I've done shows all over,
Right.
and if it's there's a lot of shows that don't make it. So I can name shows. I don't want to single anyone out, but there's a lot of shows where you do an episode, you're happy as an actor to book it, but next year that show's canceled.
Right.
When you're on General Hospital, there's a show that's been on for 53 years. So there's some integrity involved in what you're doing. I try to bring integrity to whatever I do, but when you're on General Hospital, I mean, I didn't watch soaps a whole lot, but my grandma watched her stories.
Right.
And so,
You cannot talk to
GH
grandma.
was in the background always, and so and I grew up and I watched Luke and Laura back in the early '80s, and that exciting journey. And Luke was that white dude, but he had like a Jerry curl, so it was easy for brothers to want to be. I wanted to be the black Luke, and then I met him. I've been blessed to meet him.
Yeah.
But he was one of the catalysts that made me want to be an actor. Him and Billy D. Williams.
Oh, Billy D.
Yeah, my mom used to be like, Billy D. And so I grew up, I want to be that, coupled with Anthony Gary from General Hospital. So here I am, man, and I'm blessed.
Did any of those actors give you any advice since you
Yeah,
got
I
to
met
meet
Anthony
them?
Gary. He came, he approached me at the Emmys last year.
Oh, he approached you.
He approached me. We sat at the same
Okay.
table,
That's awesome.
and we were introduced. And the first thing he said is, "I've heard about you, and I heard you're doing good things." Well, I about
my
fainted right there.
goodness.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
Yeah, I don't get starstruck. I've been in this town 15, 16 years, working only in Hollywood behind the scenes, so I rarely get starstruck. But at that moment, I probably was as close as I've ever been. I started like man tears started welling
Oh,
up.
man tears.
My chin started quivering. I'm trying to like, Donnell, you're you, man. Come on, be strong. And he was like, yeah, we played sort of the same character. And he started giving me all these anecdotes and how to play the character. And I value what he was saying, but a lot of it was womp, 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 because I was going, oh my God, Anthony. I wanted to be you when I was 10, so that's kind of cool. And, I'm holding it down on GH, and I'm very, very thankful, y'all.
Nice.
Yeah.
Doing a good
Nice.
job.
And you said like behind the scenes, so like you mean like behind the camera, like doing
Oh, yeah.
production work?
Oh, yeah.
What were you doing?
Starting at background, non-union. You
Yeah.
get off the bus when you come to this town and you don't know where to go, so you're like, somebody told me central casting. So
Right.
started base level, $50 for 8 hours of work, you know,
Right.
eating old fruit and stale bagels, you know, just to do a blurry cross in the background. You know? And my mom and my relatives were like, oh, I saw you, you know. And then, so yeah, I worked on ER back in the day. I was the doctor in the background that you never heard from. True story. I went to Washington to visit my family, and this was back in the ER days, so this is like 03, 04. And, but I was a recognizable doctor in the background. I just never said words.
Because you was black?
I was the black doctor.
Right.
Okay. I'm the handsome black doctor.
Right.
Clarification.
I mean, I'm not trying to, whatever. So I'm at a buffet in Washington, and all it took was for 2 people to come up to me and say, aren't you the doctor from ER? And I'm like, yeah, I work on ER. And they're like, can we have your autograph? I'm like, sure. I look at my mom. She was like, here you go. So I signed the autograph, you know, and it's like the first autographs ever. So I write like half a page. And, like, this means so much to me. You have no idea, you know. And then, so I signed it. And then another person comes with a binder and a pen. True story. Wouldn't make this up to y'all. Before 10 minutes later, there's a line forming around the restaurant.
No.
Nice.
People with books, pieces of paper, napkins, whatever, to get an autograph from me, a guy on ER who had never said one word.
Wow, that says a lot about you.
That is a story.
It's bittersweet, you
Got
know.
that
You're
star
like,
power.
great. Then, you know, tell the agents, tell the casting directors. Right?
Do you go back to that restaurant?
I probably should now. That was what happened. I don't even remember. I just
You should
remember
definitely
some
at least
buffet
get a free
place.
meal.
Yeah, a little something.
At least a free meal. Yeah, so that so behind the scenes has been a lot of that, a lot of stand-in work for a lot of the black actors that are similar to my color, similar to my height. You know, I did stunts and double.
Ooh, stunt work?
Yeah, and you know, so close yet so far when you're a stand-in. You know, you're right there. You can touch the actor. You're running lines with them, but they get the shine and you get the.
No.
You're shining now.
You get the
You're
shade.
shining now. What's the coolest stunt work you've done? That's so interesting.
Mainly car stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so to like whip a SUV.
Like a precision driver?
Yeah, done a lot of
look at
precision.
you.
A lot of
NASCAR over
precision
there.
stuff. And so yeah, like up on a sidewalk, knocking down the parking meters, like stuff you want to do in real life, but not in your own car.
Right.
So I got to do that on camera. I'm trying to think. Mainly whipping the SUV off-road, tackles, a lot of tackles. Because, you know, you have to look like the actor from the back. So, like, if it's something where you're fighting and you have to dive and tackle somebody, you still have to tuck your head, you roll them over, and then stop right before you're ready to punch them. So, it's a lot of don't see my face, but, you know, that's not what we're in this town for.
Right.
At some point, you're like, no, I want you to see my face.
Yeah.
I want you to hear my voice.
Gotta get that money.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I got something to say. There's a creative
exactly.
part of me that says, I'm not here to help you shine. I gotta get
Help
mine.
yourself.
Yeah.
God blessed me with these abilities, and so I want to get them off.
So what piece of advice would you give to a young actor who wants to break into this industry? What steps would you tell them to do?
You know, God, there's so many things. I wish I could just like download, you know, this information into their head. But believe in your product. Unshakable faith. Do the work, and what is for you will be for you. There are no guarantees.
That's everything.
Slow clap on
Yeah,
that.
standing ovation. Standing ovation. Yeah, I hear that.
You guys.
I'm curious. I guess maybe I'm the.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on. No.
I don't know if you guys asked this already, but what's, like, you talked about things that you could do on camera that you want to do in real life, but you can't. Like, what's the best part about playing a bad guy?
I'll tell you what, the best part about playing Curtis, okay, who's good, bad, good, you know, sorry if you've seen this before, I gotta tell the story because it's a fascinating story. I auditioned for the part of Dr. Maddox. After 4 auditions and a screen test, I didn't get the part. 3 weeks later, my agent called and said, you didn't get the part. I said, thank you for putting me out of my misery. 3 weeks later, you can safely assume you didn't get it, right? But my manager, he's a sweetheart, Addison, he's great, and he says, we're gonna hold out hope. Well, we're gonna hold out hope. I'm like, it's been 3 weeks. I get a phone call, they're like, you didn't get the part, but ABC loves you. So the network is as we speak right now, they're creating a character for you.
What?
So yeah, they like your
cool.
earrings, they like your beard, they like the way you say your lines. So here's what's gonna happen. So when I met with the producers and stuff and we started shooting, he says, so basically you'll tell our story but use your words. I'm like, that's dope. Okay, so I learn the lines, I make it mine. So one of the first episodes, the line was written, where you been, I'm freezing my ass off. So I go to the producer and I want to see if he was about his words.
Right.
I'm like, hey, Frank Valentini, he's awesome. I said, Frank, it says freezing my ass off. I said, I'm going to say black ass.
Ah.
And he looked at me and I said, the cuss word is already written. I'm just adding an adjective. And then he kind of smirked and goes, let's see how it works. That was the beginning. Fans loved it. He looked at me, he was like, yes. I've said punk ass. I told one dude, you keep my name out your mouth, So I'm making it mine. There's an episode coming up where I'm like, if my mama could see me right now, she'd slap me in the middle of the next day. Like, they don't write that, but I'm sure they appreciate that. And I appreciate them giving me creative autonomy, because that's rare in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Very thankful.
Oh my God.
That's an awesome story.
What upcoming, if you can talk about what upcoming projects either you have acting or outside of acting that you have in store for us?
Yeah, no, okay, here we go. Okay. Forgive me if I forget anything. Okay.
You have time?
This your show.
Yeah, it's about you.
Okay, let me go through this step by step. First of all, let me say that I'm pleased to be an ambassador and keynote speaker at the No More Summit. It's in Vancouver, Washington. It's January 12th and 13th. NoMore.org. It's a campaign started by Mariska Hargitay from
Law and Order, SVU.
Right. So it's a campaign that speaks out against sexual assault and domestic violence. And so I'm pleased to be the male voice, along with Brenda Tracy. You should look her up. She's a wonderful survivor with a great story, very smart, articulate woman. And it's really like an honor and a privilege for me to have a voice and to be asked to be an ambassador and a keynote speaker. So that's in January. Okay, wow. I just finished directing and producing a film called Around the Bed. It's not as it sounds. We're still thinking about changing the title because it's a very artsy movie where I get to play 3 different characters. I get to play Donnell.
Eddie Murphy?
Minus maybe the money, the prosthetics, and the humor, but other than that.
That takes even more.
Right.
Exactly. But I play Donnell, and then we brainstorm and we go into fantasy land, and I play 2 other characters. So if done right, it could be a good flick, and pleased to just get to cut my teeth as a director and associate producer. And then I just was pleased to be a part of Theater 9, which is a film that is about the Aurora, Colorado shooting, which is the Batman shooting in the theater.
Yeah.
The director and one of the stars in it was actually in the theater.
Wow.
Wow.
So I'm pleased to be a part of that. And I play a cool role. The role was written for as the husband of the sister whose brother was killed in it. She's having a hard time moving on, and I play the husband. So she's bringing the husband to dinner. Supposed to be a British millionaire. They cast me. So all the
Says you can't be a British millionaire.
What's funny, and he owns a winery. What's funny is that all of the lines that read British, they replaced with handsome. So instead of British Bob, it was Handsome Bob, or whatever his name was. I can't remember, but I'll take that. And I was pleased to be a part of it. I was pleased to ask to be a part of it. So we finished that. What else? I feel like, there's a ton of fantasy events coming up. I'm leaving tomorrow night for Clearwater, Florida, for a fantasy event.
Florida.
Yeah, a lot of love in Florida. Shout out to Florida. And that's then going to a Buccaneers game. Back to work on Monday, Tuesday. Let's see. Tons of fantasy events. Check out the social sites. I post the flyers, and hopefully I'll be in a city near you. It's a lot of fun, y'all.
2017 sounds good for you.
It's filling up. I mean, through May, I'm all over the country. Like 10, 12 different cities. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of cool, y'all.
Yeah.
Trying to be like you, and I
Shoot, and I love the fans. You gotta love the fans because there's a lot of hugging and. It's not just an autograph and
do they try to cop a feel?
Yeah.
The ladies get a little inappropriate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you do?
How do you handle that?
Whoa.
No, you don't.
Back off.
you don't. No, you don't. You'd be like, oh no.
Don't do that. No. You know what? It hasn't been anything crazy, thankfully. But you know, everybody wants to feel the abs. Not everybody. I'm sorry, but people want to feel the abs. And
Everybody wants to
people
Everybody
want-
wants
Ladies,
that.
there's a discreet way of doing it.
you laugh. Well, yeah, you laugh and then you rub.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to help y'all out.
What'd you say? What'd you say? And then it's
Front hand though, front hand, not the back.
right. Whatever though.
I'm just trying to help y'all out,
And,
ladies.
I'm learning.
No, you get the funny comments. You get the the.
Are you dating?
Did you get
Let me help him out.
You get
Yeah.
the. You get
Are you
the
dating?
Comments. Am I dating?
Yes.
I am.
Oh,
I
okay.
am.
I'm for you. I'm a sucker
I'm
for
very
love.
healthy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Ladies, please.
Very
You know, he's
healthy.
dating, so be
It's-
respectful.
It's,
You're gonna get our ratings
wink,
up.
wink.
That said, I don't have any time, so I'm always busy.
Okay. Aww.
I'm busy.
Sounds like a
Look at that love in
I'm
your
busy.
face. You all
I know.
smile.
Yeah.
I'm busy. I you know what? I put my head down, I push my sleeves up, and I do my work.
All right, I like that.
And like today
That's what I'm
alone,
talking about.
Yes,
today
clap it
alone,
up.
Yeah.
That was a clap it up
I
moment.
did. You know what? I had an audition today. It was pretty awesome for for a show. I don't want to say some show, a show. And I get there and I'm thinking, okay, it's a Nickelodeon. You know, not to take anything off of it, but I was like, okay, I'll be in and out. It was over in Century City, so that's, you know, an hour drive from where I am. With this LA traffic. Anyway, I get out there, and everybody there was a face you know from a television show. So I'm just, I think back to a younger me where I would have went, oh damn, you know, like that's so and so from that show, that's dude from that show, that's dude from that show. But the way I look at it, and it's all, you know, everything is how you process it in your brain, right? Like 20% what happens and 80%
How you
react
handle
to
it.
it.
Right. So I transmuted that to, you know what, I'm in the big leagues. Like, I expect these cats to be, you know, names I know in the room with me. I'd be a little offended if I didn't know who you were. No, I'm joking.
You got some comedy in there. I can see why
I
you're.
love jokes. I
Yeah,
love
you got
jokes.
some comedy
You
in
should see
there.
Curtis. He's funny.
Curtis is funny.
Curtis is
He has a
funny.
funny side to his shady side.
Funny,
Funny shots.
good,
Shady.
bad guy. It sounds like a pretty much a normal person.
Yeah.
In my
There's
opinion.
Layers.
Yeah,
You
layers.
don't want to be one dimensional. You want to be
Yeah.
flat. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Plus, I just love to laugh. Sorry.
There's biopics are coming out. They're pretty popular now. I mean, we just talked last week about Britney Spears. She has one coming out that she did not authorize at all. So the actresses weren't the same. I would say. Is there maybe like an icon that you would want to play if you were asked? If you could choose who you want to be?
That is a great question. I would love to play Billy D. I know I don't look like Billy D.
Yes, you can, little jerk.
No, but they'd have to get this and get that widow's peak.
We could Han Solo you real quick.
Han
Solo.
Yeah, you could do it.
Lando, he was Lando.
Yes.
And then slick it back like that, and then I could be like that. Yeah.
You could
yeah,
do it.
but no, let me see, who could I play? I've been told I could play Marvin Gaye.
That's what I was going to say.
You can.
You can.
Can you sing?
Yeah, you can. You don't have to sing.
No.
Yeah.
I want to know. She said she want to know.
I don't know.
Oh, can you?
I can hold
Babe,
it
I
up.
can't. But I would.
Okay.
If he starts singing, we may have another karaoke session.
Hold
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
Because, yeah,
Look,
he gets
okay.
into
Can we play sexual healing?
me.
No, it's not. It's the
It's
mic.
not there today.
Let's get
Oh,
it
you know
on.
what, you know
No.
what? Listen to this speaking voice. You don't think I can sing a little bit?
I think you
No, I
got
think-
it.
oh.
Yeah, okay.
So I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah. So you got to do that and then show the abs all at the same time.
Man.
Let me tell you something. No.
Oh,
I tried,
R&B.
ladies.
I saw
I
what you did there.
tried.
Yeah.
Let's try.
I tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, my brother is a multi-platinum singer. So he was in a group, multi-platinum, early 90s, called DRS, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Capitol Records. They sung the song Gangsta Lean. Check it out.
Oh.
Yeah, my brother wrote it. He was the vocalist in the group. If you look at the video on YouTube, you'll see me. It was my first on-camera anything. I was 19. I had the nerve to take a razor to my head to see what I would look like. Bald.
Okay.
I know I don't wear a lot of hair, y'all, but just with this knot here makes all the difference in the world. Plus, when you put a razor on your head, you get them bumps and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was a painful experience I haven't done since. But that was me at 19. My brother, they blew up. MC Hammer was the manager. So that was a wild ride in the 90s for a young man
I feel like
me.
the bald look was like it
was
the
a
90s.
yeah.
Like that
I've
was
been wearing this
bald.
since
Yeah.
91.
I like it.
Yeah, that's
Especially
hard.
with the
Tyrese had it going
When I cut
on,
off
you
my
know?
flat top, it was this.
Oh, your flat top. Did you have the
I
Gumby?
got the Big Daddy Kane flat top.
Before the flat top, did you have the Gumby?
My brother did.
Oh.
Mom only let one of us.
Only one. There can only be one.
There was just like, one's enough. I'm gonna be all off balance in my house. No, and true story. Jerry curls. I wanted a Jerry curl so bad.
I want to see a picture
Mama
with you.
wouldn't let
Jerry
you?
curl. You
Mama
need to
never
do
let
that.
me get one.
Oh, you never got? Did your
I'm
brother
a
get
baby.
one?
My brother's got one.
Oh man.
Mom?
Well, you have Halloween.
Still
you
mad.
could do.
Didn't even
You
want
could
it.
wear a Jerry curl for Halloween coming up. You could do that.
Did
You're
it last
grown
year.
now.
Did it
She can't
last
tell you
year?
nothing.
I did it last year.
Oh,
What?
so then tweet us that picture.
I know.
I'll do it
We
next
have to
year,
find
you
a
know
flat
what
top Jerry curl for
curl.
Halloween.
Yeah.
We have to find
Flat
these pictures.
top. Now, a flat top wig would be dope. You would, if I put that on and shaved, it would be Donnell in high school.
I can actually
They
see
should
that
do. It
right
sounds
now.
like they should
Yeah.
do a flashbacks episode.
I was that dude playing basketball. I had a girlfriend whose dad owned a photography studio or shop or something. So they took a picture of me playing basketball, and then she had a crush on me, so she blew it up into a poster. And I'm shooting this jacket's a little tight, but I'm shooting a jumper, and so the dude playing defense is like this, and like I'm way up here, you know, so like my waist is at his head.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the only kid in high school that had a poster of himself in his room.
So where's that girl
That's
now?
a proud girl. That's cool.
Yeah, she was a keeper. I let her get away.
I am glad you admitted that because a lot of people can't admit that.
Yeah, no, we actually just got back in touch. She's doing very well for herself.
And you're dating, remember that.
You know what? I'm all about work. Sleeves up, head down.
I like that.
That's awesome. Well, you kind of touched on your basketball side, and we want to kind of talk about that because I don't know if everyone knows, but we have a ball player here too who can dunk, who can shoot. Besides me, I'm not talking about myself.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
We're talking about I can't dunk, but he can. So can you talk about your basketball career? How did that spark any? Did that teach you anything like being an athlete coming into being acting? I mean, that's two totally different.
Yeah.
Professions in a way, kind of.
Yeah, it is similar. It's not that different. It's performance. And it's showing up doing your job in front of an audience. And so you get that stage presence one way or another. So I thought if I were in acting immediately on the heels of basketball, I thought that would have been a great segue. But I didn't. There was like almost a 20-year gap while I did real world stuff, you know. But yeah, basketball was my life for 22 years. I got a brother who was dunking in 7th grade. I was dunking in 8th grade. The same brother that was a singer. Yeah, and we were just those Turner boys that could fly, you know. And my dad was careful to make sure we were even-handed, so we always had to go left and practice on the left, as you know how important that is. And I love the game, and I played it until the game only took and didn't give anymore. And when I ruptured my Achilles, I knew that was time. Yeah, that's a game changer. And I'm 6'2", but in basketball life, that's small. And you need every bit of quickness, and you need every advantage you can when you're a small guy. And my advantage was my quick first step, my crazy shot, and my crazy hops. And when I lost that, I lost confidence. Psychologically, I was defeated. And there's no way, even to this day, that I could play the same way because I only know one way to play, which is all out.
Right.
And now I have that in my head, like, ooh, I could blow an Achilles or something, and then I lose my job on the TV show. And then what had happened, boss, was, you know.
That what happened.
Yeah, that's a 40-week injury, and who can take 40 weeks later?
What?
Definitely. Oh, you were giving us some exercises, so I think our viewers might want to know what to do before. Every time you wake up.
First
do this.
thing in
First
the morning.
thing.
Okay, your body lies dormant all night, 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. So your ligaments, your tendons, everything might tighten overnight. So you're more susceptible to snapping or breaking something first thing in the morning. So before you get out of bed, of course, you're supposed to warm up your back, right? Not too hard, but you're supposed to stretch this way. And then you're also, before you start walking, supposed to do your Achilles exercises because that's when most injuries happen there. They're into my medical lesson.
Oh, that's Dr.
Some
Turner.
people are probably gonna really like go in the morning like, I'm about to play that BHL Next because Donnell gonna wake me up in the morning and tell me how to stretch.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Something that they can look back at.
They say do the alphabet. So if you want to do that, I do like the half alphabet.
You should do that maybe like how to wake up in the morning tapes. And just do that. That
Ooh,
would
Get some
sell.
Instagram videos.
That would sell. Just do it like in a sexy voice like,
Practice
Good
your
morning.
Marvin
With the
Gaye.
salad and the bikini.
Yeah.
good morning.
telling
And
you.
the
With the
abs.
salad and the bikini.
And don't forget the abs.
Yeah.
A cowboy
We're
hat.
we're
and boots.
prepping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We have
There's
to sell.
something there. There's something there.
We have to
Hey,
teach
that's
you
what
how
we
to
like
use
to
social
do.
media. So,
I do need help.
so
I
when
need
you
help.
do post that video, hashtag next, tag all of
BHL
us.
Next,
Yeah.
Or,
Okay.
yeah, BHL Next.
Okay,
And
great.
then, yeah, so guarantee you probably get so many hits
Yeah.
just by there right
Yeah, no, we'll shut it down.
now. Down.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
Please.
So we have the next topic that we're going to talk about. There is Lee Daniels. He is coming out with a series called Star,
Star,
and it's actually going to premiere December 14th, right after Empire's season finale. I'm not sure if you watch Empire on the
yeah.
panel. So this is actually pretty interesting. We're going to watch the trailer really quick and then just talk a little bit about it.
Ever since Star was little, she believed her name was who she was. But I told her, fame is a trip. It ain't love like a lot of people think. But she wouldn't listen.
You've been through 6 foster families in the last 2 years. You're a thief, habitual liar.
You think it's any easy on the outside? Do you even have anywhere to go?
First thing I'm gonna do is go get my sister.
It took 5 years for your ass to show up. You used to say we were gonna be famous.
You still sing?
Yeah, I still sing.
I got a plan.
I met this girl on Instagram. She grew up in foster care, and everything she's been through is in her voice. And we need to get in the studio.
So you want me to open up your trust fund for some white trash you met on the internet?
I need to make music that feeds my soul.
Damn, girl. You're straight off a page of Vogue.
We're gonna start in Atlanta.
Where we gonna live?
There's this lady named Miss Carlotta. She's been writing letters to social services saying she's our godmother.
She been looking for you and your sister a long time.
Just when I was about to give up, I heard Jesus said, change gon' come one day.
We heard Atlanta has a crazy music scene and we're starting a girl group.
Your mother and I had the same dream. I'm trying to keep you from getting hurt.
I can't get hurt anymore. You know exactly what I've been through.
The minute I heard that girl sing, it made me feel we got the makings of a supergroup.
Stay away from those girls.
We gotta stick together. Prove to these people they don't know anything.
You know it's late today.
There we are. That looks good.
It does.
Star. So I thought this was pretty interesting because Lee Daniels was talking about how he wanted to make a series about a girl group because you don't really see a lot of TV shows about highlighting girl groups, so female groups. And I wanted to ask you after watching this, could you see yourself in an Empire role, like singing or even what's his name, Lucius?
Lucius
Lucius
Lyon.
Lyon. I think I could see you playing a Lucius role.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That would be fun. I could be Lucius's brother. You know? I even got that Terrence Howard kind of, the way he does his lines. No, I mean, I wouldn't try to do any impersonations, but yeah, I mean, something. I respect what Lee Daniels is doing, and Empire is a hit, and this is sure to be a hit, and I'm pleased. I've only heard great things about the guy, so I like it. I would love to be on either of those shows. I've never read for him. His sister, I believe, is a casting director, Leah Daniels. Yeah, so she's a fan. I think she casts for Being Mary Jane.
Oh, yeah.
And so I've been called in a lot for that. In fact, I booked 4 episodes as the love interest, millionaire IT guy love interest for
Another
this upcoming
billionaire.
Yeah, right. They see something, right? Hopefully one day. But we had to turn it down because it conflicted with the schedule.
Look, I want to be like that.
Okay, Lee Daniels, we have somebody for you right
so
here.
So hopefully his sister, will tell her brother. Like,
I'm sure they
hook it up.
They talk. Hopefully. I just want them to say, at the very least, turn on ABC General Hospital, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, depending on where you are, and see what your boy is doing, and get some ideas from there.
Yes. Yeah. And earlier we were talking about who you would like to play in a biopic, and you said you've been getting Marvin Gaye a lot. So our next thing, which is Next or Nah, Jamie Foxx is going to be producing a limited television series on the life of Marvin Gaye. So we don't know who you're gonna cast yet, but
they probably want a younger version, so probably.
But they need like an older version.
I'm like,
you could don't crack. You know, you could look like 18. You know, you could pull it off.
How old did he live to? I mean,
44. He was. I guess his life ended. His dad shot him.
After an argument.
I remember.
Yeah.
An interesting point about this is that his Marvin Gaye's son. There's multiple people who tried to do a remake for Marvin Gaye, but his son actually gave the blessing to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Okay, then here's some of my Hollywood backstory stuff. Years ago, I stood in on the movie Rent.
I love that movie.
I stood in for Jesse Martin.
What?
Yeah, and so Jesse back then was reading scripts about the Marvin Gaye story. So I was like, yo, Jesse, if you need to stand in, I wasn't even thinking above the bar yet. I was thinking stand in. And so, so I know it's been out there for a long time. Cats have been talking about making that movie, and it just hasn't been done yet. Even this, I mean, maybe it goes bye-bye or maybe it happens. But at all times, there's like 3 people doing the same story. It's like collective consciousness or somebody leaking stuff or what, but you could say, we're going to do a movie about the Dalai Lama, and then there'll be 4 other people doing the same thing at the same time. It's just a race to who gets it out first. It's not even about quality, it's about first.
Well, I hope it's quality, because when Jamie Foxx did Ray, I mean, I think that catapulted his career to the next level, hands down.
Put him over that and nothing else.
We learned from the Aaliyah story, quality matters.
Thank you. It
so
does.
please, quality. No, I really don't talk about that, but I'm going to on that. Yeah.
Well, Jamie, if you're watching Next, which you should, we have someone that can definitely play Marvin Gaye. So, Donnell, holla. Yes. So before we wrap it up,
what?
I know.
Too soon.
I know.
Before we say
wrap it up, because I know.
Everyone
all
says
y'all
that when they
pretty
come.
people looking at me. I was like, just now starting to get comfortable.
Well, you can always come back. You have projects lined up for 2017.
I know.
So
yeah, we're gonna have you back.
I'd love to come back.
Please.
There's stuff in the future. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you need to promote it.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna ask before we wrap it up. We want to know, since the holidays are coming up, what are your plans for Christmas and New Year's? I know you might be working because you're a working man, but do you have any special?
You know what? Rest sounds awesome. Rest. And I have this new crazy hobby where I found go-kart racing.
Oh my goodness.
If you look at my social media, you'll see I posted something. I still got the fastest score.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm nice.
Okay.
I'm nice.
Okay.
Those things get moving. Yeah, MB2 Raceway. It's out here. Y'all hit me up. Let's go race. It's fun. Racing, yeah. 14 laps.
Okay.
Get them in.
And it has to be go-karts, or you're like NASCAR too? Like that kind of
NASCAR, from my understanding, is just the oval. So this is like this complex pretzel of a track.
I'm pretty good myself, so.
Competition.
Wait, you see when I do the clap, I'm serious. Bring it.
Okay.
Bring it.
Because I call myself Danica Patrick out there on the go-karts.
Okay, we have.
Danica Black.
We may have to do a BHL from the track.
I know.
Gotta beat me. I'm nice.
So you guys gotta play basketball, and then y'all two gotta compete on the track. I'll just be a cheerleader for.
Then y'all gotta
everything.
Dance off.
No,
I'm a cheerleader.
Dance off.
No, I'll be the water girl / cheerleader. That's my position.
I can do that too. No? Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna win that.
I love it.
I like to think I can do everything.
You can.
Thank you. Y'all are fun.
Well, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. We had a special Thursday night special for everybody because he's here, obviously.
Yes.
So thank you. And before we wrap it up, I want you, if you can tell us where we can find you on social media again, and General Hospital, and if you can highlight when that is for everyone.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Check me out on General Hospital on ABC every day. 2 o'clock here in LA, 1 o'clock, check your local listings. I play Curtis Ashford. Check me out. Social media, Donnell, Donnell Turner 1 on Twitter. Donnel Turner 1 on Instagram, Donnell Turner.
Yes, and he's going to be posting a lot more because we're teaching him how to use the social media.
Exactly.
So follow up, guys. I'm your host, Rheina, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rheina_LA.
And I'm Michelle Madison. You can find me on Instagram at Michelle_Madison TV.
And it's Raylan T, and you can find me on Instagram at Raylan Taryn and on Twitter at Raylan Taryn as well.
Khalil Abubu, Twitter and Instagram at Khalil Abubu.
And remember to follow all things Black Hollywood Live at BHL Online on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us. Like, share, comment, interact with us. We're
Tell
pretty
us
cool.
who you want on.
We're pretty.
Yeah.
We're pretty fun. And I mean, Donnell, aren't we a good time?
You guys are awesome.
Thank
Great
you.
time.
We paid him to say that.
Yes. Remember to follow Donnell. Thanks
Love
for
y'all.
tuning in, guys.
Bye.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.